700 years ago, a single traveler crossed the treacherous Himalayan passes into a land emerging from chaos. He did not come with an army, nor with swords. He came with a message of love. This was Mir Syed Ali Hamdani, born in 1314 in Hamadan, Persia. He was no ordinary man. His lineage traced directly back to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, through Imam Hussein and Imam Ali. He was a Sayyid, a descendant of the Prophet's blessed household, the Ali Bayt. Raised under the care of his uncle, Syed Aliuddin Simnani, Hamdani mastered the Islamic sciences and the deep mysticism of the Kubrawiya Sufi order. His path was not one of isolation, but of profound connection to the divine. His heart burned with the love of God and the love of the Prophet's family. He believed that true Islam was not a rigid set of rules, but an inner illumination, a purification of the heart that naturally overflowed into compassion for all creation. He was known as Ali Sani, the second Ali, driven by this spiritual fire and escaping the political turmoil of Timur's invasions across Persia. Hamdani embarked on a monumental journey. He traveled through Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and Syria, preaching the Islam of love wherever he went. But his destiny lay further east. Before arriving himself, he sent his trusted cousins, Mir Syed Hussein Simnani and Syed Tajuddin, ahead to prepare the ground in a distant, mystical valley known as Kashmir. In 1372, Shah Hamadan, the king of Hamadan, as he would become known, stepped into Kashmir for the first time. He found a land that had suffered from invasions, its people yearning for spiritual anchor and peace. He did not impose his faith. Instead, he sat with the people. He spoke to their hearts. His presence radiated the humility and grace of his noble ancestors. Kashmir, long a center of spiritual seeking, recognized a true master when one arrived. When he returned in 1380, he did not come alone. He brought with him 700 Sayyids, scholars, artisans, and mystics. They were not conquerors. They were civilizational architects. These disciples spread across the valley, settling in towns and villages. They brought not only the Quran, but also Persian arts, shawl making, carpet weaving, and architecture. They transformed the spiritual and economic landscape of Kashmir forever. How did one man change the faith of an entire nation? Through the Islam of love. Hamdani's preaching was rooted in kindness, tolerance, and leading by example. He lived the virtues he taught. He wrote extensively on the love for the Ali Bayt in works like Kitab al-Mada fil Kurba, and listed the 70 virtues of Imam Ali in Kitabu Sabina. He taught that loving the Prophet's family was the very gateway to loving God. His spiritual authority commanded the respect of kings. Sultan Qutbuddin of Kashmir revered him deeply, yet Hamdani never bowed to power. He guided the rulers, advising them on justice and ethical governance. In his masterpiece, Zakirat al-Muluk, he laid down the principles of a just ruler, emphasizing mercy and the protection of all citizens, regardless of their faith. He mediated peace and stopped wars, proving that true power lies in moral authority. The physical heart of his legacy is the Kanka-e Mullah, built on the banks of the Jhelum River in Srinagar. It became the epicenter of Kashmiri spirituality, a place of prayer, charity, and learning open to all. To this day, the air inside resonates with the Irad al-Fatha, a collection of prayers he gifted to the Kashmiris. Every morning, thousands raised their voices in unison, a living testament to his enduring spiritual breath across 7 centuries. While Shah Hamadan eventually left the valley, his disciples remained. They became the spiritual guardians of Kashmir. Mir Syed Hussein Simnani rests in Kulgam. Others are buried in Tral, Pampore, and across the valley. They married into local families, their bloodlines weaving into the very fabric of Kashmiri society. They laid the foundation for the indigenous Rishi movement, inspiring saints like Nand Rishi to carry the torch of love forward. Shah Hamadan made 3 visits to Kashmir, but refused to settle permanently. In 1384, illness forced him to leave for the final time. He had given everything he had to this valley. He passed away on his journey, his final breath echoing the divine names he had chanted all his life. His body was carried by his devoted followers to Kotlin, in present-day Tajikistan, where he rests today. His resting place in Tajikistan remains a beacon for seekers from across the world. But his true monument is not made of stone or wood. It is built in the hearts of the people he touched. From the intricate shawls woven by Kashmiri hands to the morning prayers echoing across the Dal Lake, Mir Syed Ali Hamdani's legacy is alive. He is the Amir-e Kabir, the great commander of hearts. He came as a stranger from Hamadan, carrying the light of the Prophet's house. He left as the eternal architect of Kashmir's soul. In a world often divided by power and sword, Shah Hamadan's story is a timeless reminder that the deepest conquests are those made by love,